Hey guys, welcome to the Life on Purpose podcast. It's Ella and Ella from Grow with the Flow. Here we explore all things personal growth and self-discovery.
We hope to inspire you, empower you to explore your growth, and to remind you that you're never alone. So let's get right into it. Let's grow. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Life on Purpose podcast. My name is Ella with two L's. My partner, other Ella with one L, isn't here today, so it's just me. We are Grow with the Flow, and we're so excited to be here. Well, I'm so excited to be here. So today we're going to be doing things a little differently because usually it's a conversation between Ella and I. So yeah, I'm really excited about today's episode. This is my first Solocast, so let's see how it goes. Feeling a little nervous. We usually start each episode with pulling a card, so obviously I'm going to continue that tradition and pull a card for you guys. I'm pulling from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. She is the coolest lady ever, and this is my favorite deck that exists on the planet and that I own finally. So it's so exciting. This morning I actually pulled a card and it was the Squirrel Spirit, and in this deck specifically it represents believing in yourself. And I love that because my fiance, he actually always says his spirit animal is a squirrel. So every time I see a squirrel, I think of him. So I loved that came up for me today. But I'm going to pull a different one for you guys. So if there's a question that you need answered or you need some guidance, this is for you. I'm just shuffling as I'm talking to you and bringing in the intention that this card is going to speak to whoever needs to hear it. So like we always say, take what resonates with you. If it doesn't, leave it, and it might make sense later. So here we go. I'm going to pick this card. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's the Peacock Spirit, and the card says, "Let it shine." And the artwork is so beautiful, and it's this big, huge peacock with these wonderful colors and something shining right out of his neck, like his throat chakra almost. And he has a crown on, right? The peacocks with the big feathers are the male ones. I don't know why I just instinctively was saying he, but I think the peacocks with the feathers are male. Somebody can fact check me on that and DM me GWTF.club if I'm right or wrong. Okay, so the Peacock Spirit. Let it shine. The oracle message is, when is the last time you shook a tail feather and shined your light for all to see? Within each of us is a peacock spirit yearning for expression, and you are called now to show the world the gorgeous creature you are, for you are a manifestation of spirit. Come out from the shadows, Peacock Spirit says, and show your true colors so that others may be inspired to express their own exquisiteness. Dance as if you remember that you are made of stardust and grace, filled with life force, energy, and sparkling light. You are a channel for divine love, and your dance is one of a kind. Catch the light and help it to shimmer and dance in celebration of your good fortune of being right here, right now. Spirit wants you to be joyful so that others may get up and dance along with you. OMG. I love that so much. And I think we can all take something away from that, but I really feel like that was for me today, because I just feel like sometimes we all go through that. We don't know, we get into a bit of a rut, right? And then we stop shining our light and we stop celebrating and dancing, and then we forget that that's the point. That's the whole point of why we're here. And especially as a guide and as a coach, that's my job, is to show you how special you are, and that when we shine our lights, it gives other people permission to shine theirs. And I feel so passionate about that. So I Love that card so much. Let the peacock spirit shine for all of us. So that kind of is a good segue into today's podcast episode. When I realized I was doing a Solocast today, I kind of got that feeling like, oh my gosh, what am I going to say? I don't have anything to say. Who's going to listen to just me? Like, all of those voices that happen in our minds. And I thought, well, isn't that just the perfect reason to get on and just do it? So here I am. I wanted to come on here and just talk a little bit about what's been going on with me and just about my feelings. I think just sharing my feelings in general, I think maybe some of you will be able to relate, and that's what it's all about. So recently, I live in a small place called the Cayman Islands. It's a pretty small island, and I am such a city girl at heart, and I love where I live. I love it, but sometimes I get a bit of cabin fever, and I feel like my wings are clipped a little bit being here. So I kind of had like a freak out with myself, and I was like, I gotta go, like I gotta leave. And so I went, and so grateful that I could have the opportunity to go and travel a bit, and I got to go see family, and I got to go wedding dress shopping with my mom and sister and picked my wedding dress, and got to go to that conference with Ella, which was really amazing, and then go visit a friend in New Orleans, and then go to an amazing event in Las Vegas with another dear friend of mine. So it was amazing, but it really brings things into perspective when you travel. And I was so tired. I had one of those moments where I was just like, I wanted to leave, and now that I'm here, I'm feeling tired. Like, I know it looks so cool, right, when you see people traveling and all the stuff that they're doing and everything, but we forget that that's the highlight reel, right? Like, you don't know what people are really going through in those moments. And I think it was really good for me just to go away and do that and get re-inspired and come back with a different perspective and a new feeling. And I was sick when I got back, so I was in bed for the week, and now I've emerged and I feel great and I feel inspired again. And I actually wanted to talk about a speech that I saw. I had the honor of watching the graduation for Carnegie Mellon University. My cousin graduated from there this year. Shout out to him. Congratulations. It was so special. Y'all in America really know how to graduate. Like, as a Canadian, I feel like we always see that kind of stuff on TV and in the movies, but then when you're there, you're like, holy crap, like, they really do this. There was like famous people there, and like the CEO of Intel did the keynote speech, and it was so inspiring. I was bawling my eyes out the whole time, and I thought, what a great episode is to talk about what the takeaways from his speech, because it was so inspiring. And like this, I feel like our approach to personal development and self-discovery is so feminine, and like, he is obviously a man, and he's in a very big tech corporate job, and just hearing his take on purpose and passion, and hearing like it's all the same thing. We're all saying the same thing, and just seeing these different people that have done such big things with their lives give advice and talk about personal growth and how they got to where they are. It just really like made my heart sing, because I was like, that's what we say at Growth. Like, that's what we believe. That's what we help people do. So it was so cool. So I wanted to talk about his speech. So his inspiration was that he wanted to tell the graduating class how he got to where he was, and he called it Map Your Journey. So MAP, your journey. And the M, he said, I couldn't get to where I am now if I hadn't done this. So this is my advice to you. So the M stands for mentorship. So he says, I would not have gotten to where I am unless I had a mentor. So one big piece of advice for him was go and look at the person that's doing what you want to do, and you know who that is. Somebody that you follow on Instagram, a friend, somebody in the community, even a family member that you're just in awe of. Like, you know those people where you're just like, that is so cool. Like for me, it's somebody like Gabby Bernstein or Brendan Burchard, just being at that I Can Do It conference and watching them on stage captivate 2,000 to 3,000 people at once, bring that many people to tears, or have that many people laugh, or have that many people believe in themselves from their words. Like, oh, it's making me emotional now talking about it. Like, to me, that is what I want to do. That gives me the feels. And so for you, it could be that chef like Gordon Ramsay, I don't know, somebody like Patrick Gelsinger. This is the CEO of Intel. It could be your uncle that owns his own company and is just helping people in a different way. Like, whatever it is, you know who that person is, or you know what those people look like for you. I think this also incorporating your circle with this, like my own added touch to this would be like surrounding yourself with the people that are doing the things that they love. Maybe it's not just the thing that you want to do, but seeing somebody and being in the energy of somebody that does something they're passionate about and that they believe in and that makes them happy is so magnetizing, right? Like you just want to go home and do that thing too, or like you leave feeling like so inspired. So yeah, that was the M in MAP. The A was set audacious goals. Nobody's sitting there auditing your goals. Why are we making small goals, like playing small? He's like, make audacious goals. Reach for the freaking stars. This is your dream. This is your thing. Like, who says that you can't do that thing that you want to do in your mind that's so big? And whatever it is, like, shoot a little bit further. I think Will Smith said that one time. He was like, if you won't even allow your imagination to go there, how do you think that you'll ever be able to do that? So sit and dream. Like, dream big. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Yeah, there has to be like a certain level of like reality, but you know what I mean. Like, why can't you be the next Gabby Bernstein? Why can't I be the next Gabby Bernstein? Why can't you write a book? Why can't you, like, I don't know what people like doing. Oh my God, I can only think of the stuff I like doing. But why can't you travel the world and make a blog or be a YouTuber? I don't freaking know. There's something that you know how to do. There's a skill that you have that you can teach people that makes you feel good, that makes other people feel good. Just shoot for the stars, make audacious goals. And the last one, the P, stands for passion. Find something you're good at, that you love doing, that you literally just, time passes without you knowing it. That thing. Like, what is that passion? What is that thing that you just daydream about? Or once I heard this thing that I loved, like, if I were to give you a podcast right now, what would that podcast subject be about? What's that thing you can talk about for hours and hours and hours? The thing that you're bringing up when you're with friends, you know? Like, follow your passions. What you do, what you'll be successful at, is something that you find interesting and that you're good at. It's something that you have already, like, you were born with this. You don't have to be good at it. It's not like Michael Jordan woke up and he was the best basketball player, but he loved that enough to work at it until he was the best basketball player in the world. Last thing I'll say about his speech, which I loved so much, was failure is your best opportunity to grow. And I think I understand that is like, we get it, fail and then get back up and try. But I don't think I realized how afraid of failure I was until I started my own business. And I think sometimes, like, we hear this stuff and it just kind of becomes like part of the world. Like, I can't explain. I think you know what I mean, though. Like, it's just there. It's like we hear so many things all the time that a lot of stuff just doesn't sink in. I guess it doesn't sink in until, like, you need to learn that lesson. But I love that was part of his speech. Failure is an opportunity to grow, because I have never seen failure as something positive. I think I can logically with my brain be like, I get it. You try something, you fail at it, then you learn from it, and then you try a different way and you get better from there. Of course, I understand that. But the other part of my brain that's like actually controls like my feelings and what I do and stuff is screaming like, no, that is really not fun and very uncomfortable. Like all the things you think of. Do people understand what I'm saying? Is my message clear? Do I sound dumb? Is somebody making fun of me? Am I cringy? There's somebody who can do this better than me. All of those things. I guess this is just to say, like, first of all, take that piece of advice. And second of all, that you're not alone if that's how you feel. Entrepreneurship has been such a big journey of self-discovery for me, and it's brought up so much that I didn't really know was there, and that I never really had to face because I was just going about my life. Yeah, so this is just to say that I've been really doing the work on believing in myself and knowing that I'm worthy of this. And at the end of the day, I just want to help you guys. I just want to be helpful. I want to provide my coaching services to inspire, to keep you guys accountable, to be your cheerleader, to let you know that I believe in you, to identify those limiting beliefs, to help you overcome those, and just to help you live a more fulfilling, joyful life. And most of us just want to help people, and most of us just want to do good. So if we try and we fail, it doesn't matter. It's just an opportunity to grow. And I guess that was a bit of a tangent there. I guess I really needed to hear that more than anything. But I hope that if that's how you're feeling, you don't feel alone. And I encourage you to reach out. I'd love to have a conversation with you. I am booking one-on-one discovery calls. So I'm offering a free 30-minute call, 30 to 60-minute call, however long it takes, to all of you guys so that we can connect and I can see how I can support you and talk a bit about my coaching style as well. So if this conversation resonated with you and you did want to chat, I'll leave that link in the show notes. There's also a link in our bio on our Instagram at GWTF.club. So I'd love to chat with you there. Yeah, so that's about it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to share with a friend. If you do think a friend is looking for coaching services and it would be a right fit, also send this over to them. It really helps our podcast reach, and it really helps our business. And yeah, we really appreciate it. We do podcast episodes every single Wednesday. We come on here and we love to just share about our journey, about tips on how to help with personal growth and self-discovery. We're soon looking to start interviewing other friends with other expertise to bring them here for you guys, like human design and astrology and all this cool stuff that we love talking about, but we're not experts in. So watch out for that. And also, as always, we love your feedback. This is for you guys. We do this for you guys. So we want to create as much value as we possibly can. So if there's something that you want us to talk about, if you have a question, if there's a topic you want us to cover, let us know. Email us or send us a DM on our Instagram. We absolutely love to hear from you. And yeah, I'll leave you there, and I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.